we should have an ethics for our topic. So when we say Kantian ethics, we are trying to understand a German philosopher named Immanuel Kant and with his concept of ethics. Ano ba sinasabi ni Immanuel Kant sa kanyang ethics? So in a very short perspective from our lessons, like kung binabanggit sa inyo, it is something like this. I ought never to act except in such a way that my maxim would become a universal law. Nabanggit ko sa inyo noon, halimbawa, sabi ko, uh, what is right must be kept right, and what is wrong must be kept right. So, this is an example of moral maxim na sinasabi ni Immanuel Kant. When we say moral maxim, dapat ito ay applicable to everybody. It should be universalized, or it should become a universal law. A moral maxim for it is to be good, it should be applicable to all people. Yun ang sinasabi ni Immanuel Kant. Okay, so what is Kantian ethics all about? Basically, emphasizes the importance of moral duty and the intention behind our action. How to understand Kantian ethics in a very simple manner? So, as I have said earlier, this is a deontological ethics. Sabi ni Kant, rationality is universal. It should be universal. Nabanggit ko na yung term sa inyo na yan from time to time, the word universality. Okay, so it should be, rationality is universal dahil natutunan natin sa ito is a thing regardless of one's personal experiences and circumstances. As long as morality is derived from reason, basta ang morality ay derived from reason, there should be a fairly objective sense of what is virtuous and what is not. In simple terms, so long hanggang ang tao ay nag-iisip at may kakayahang mag-isip, and morality should be rational, universal, kailangan ay naiintindihan nating lahat. It is derived from reason. Yung sinasabi sa atin ni Immanuel Kant. We have here a topic outline. Tingin lang tayo sa pwede nating i-discuss with his discussion on category as a foundation or fundamental principle of Kantian ethics that is very important. And of course, the role of autonomy and rationality in Kantian ethical theory. Yung autonomy, nabanggit ko na rin ng prelim yan, anong ibig sabihin ng autonomy. So we have seen that already in our discussion. What is the best thing in Kantian ethics? Ano ang pinakamaganda sa Kantian ethics? Sinasabi ni Immanuel Kant, he insisted that we should treat people as end, not means. Kantian ethics would, if followed by everyone, kung susunod, it will lead to disappearance of racism, sexism, homophobia, etc. etc. Ito yung pinaganda na pwedeng makuha sa Kantian ethics. Number one, kung ito ay susundin ng lahat ng tao, we should treat all people as an end, not as a means para maabot natin yung mga goal natin. It will basically lead into disappearance of racism, sexism, homophobia, and some other social issues that we are encountering from time to time. So, yung sinasabi sa atin ni Immanuel Kant. Okay. So, now we look into his perspective, also known as Kantian ethics in moral obligation. Now, look into the categorical imperative. What is categorical imperative all about? It is based on the concept of moral obligation is based on categorical imperative, which emphasizes the necessity of acting out a sense of duty rather than nation. When we say duty, we are ought to it, mga bagay na kailangan nating gawin, ought, para our immediate responsibility. When we say acting out a sense of duty, yung halimbawa, respecting your parents, doing good to other people, those are examples of sense of duty, Universality is that it should be applicable to all people, according to Kant, moral obligations must be applicable universally, meaning that an action is morally permissible, katanggap-tanggap ang isang action, if it can be consistently applied to everyone. Kung ang lahat ng ginagawa natin ay applicable to all people, o ang mga ginagawa ng tao ay applicable sa atin, applicable din sa kanila, Ang tawag doon ay irreversibility. When we say permissible, it means goodness, ano, mabuting action ito. Okay? Autonomy and rationality, he emphasizes these two aspects in making and suggesting that individuals have the capacity to determine their obligations with the use of reason. We have emphasized the importance of reason, why it is very important to deal with reason, why we should not go away with our rationality, because that is our very being. You know, we are thinking beings. With the use of reason itself, we can basically determine what is good and what is bad. We can determine our obligations and the things we are ought to do. I think it is not difficult for us to understand what is determination of obligation through reason, because we had been seeing uh, these particular terminologies or these things in the previous discussions. Now, what is Kantian perspective on is goodwill? Kant argues that moral worth is derived from intention behind an action, particularly goodwill of an individual rather than the consequence. Okay, so nabanggit ko na rin yan ng prelim, ano? Bakit natin ginagawa yung isang bagay? Dapat nagtutugma yung ating intention, yung ating action, ano, na tapos yung principles, dapat they go together. Hindi pwedeng gagawa ka ng mabuti because you have something in your mind, ano, na may vested interest ka, may tinatago kang tawag dito, masamang balak, bakit mo ginagawa ang isang bagay, ano. Intention, action, dapat they go together, and then the ending of the action should be good. Hindi pwedeng gumagawa ka ng mabuti dahil yun pala ay nagpapasipsip ka, o kaya nagpapakita ka ng kabutihan dahil may kailangan ka pala, no? Something like that, no? That's goodwill, no? Intention, ano? Moral worth is derived from the intention behind. Dapat pag may ginawa tayong mabuti, dapat yung intention na pinanggagalingan ng ating ginagawang mabuti ay dapat mabuti rin. Kant also give emphasis on the dignity of the human person. You know, he underscores the inherent value of every individual, emphasizing the obligation to respect human dignity in moral decision making. So this topic is not new. Dignity, we have that in the prelim discussions. Obligation to respect human dignity, and of course ethical decision making process, and moral decision making process. So we have seen all those in our prelim discussion. When we say human dignity, that is inherent, that is innate property of man, ano, lahat tayo ay merong inherent value, and that is our dignity. Okay, of course, non-consequentialism, this is not new word also to you, because we have seen this already during the prelim discussion. Kant rejects the idea of evaluating actions based on the consequences, focusing instead of the intrinsic moral worth of the action itself. Anong ibig sabihin yan para sa atin? Kadalasang rason ng Pilipino, hindi bale ng masama yung intention basta maganda yung outcome. Hindi ganoon yung sinasabi ni Immanuel Kant. Kung may gagawin tayong bagay, mabuti yung pamamaraan, yung intention natin mabuti rin, at yung ending ng ating action mabuti rin. Hindi pwedeng hindi maganda ang pamamaraan tapos maganda ang outcome. Example natin ng prelim dyan is basically Robin Hood. So ilang ulit na nating nakita yon sa ating prelim discussion. Let's proceed with the application of Kantian ethics.